In the future, the privatization and deregulation of space travel has allowed humanity to become an interstellar species. Advances in FTL travel and cryostasis have allowed humans to establish colonies and research stations on planets, moons, asteroids, and space stations in a thinly spread 2,000 light-year wide stretch of the Milky Way. The corporations who fueled this expansion have outgrown the reach of Earth's governments, and now act with unchecked power in the systems they own. One of the most powerful is Kronos Industries. For all intents and purposes, Kronos is the government of the Auriga sector. For those who violate Kronos' authority, the punishment is often a debt so astronomically large that it guarantees a lifetime of labor. However, Kronos offers people a way out of their debt. The Ixian Repayment Program gives debtors a chance to pay off millions of credits in a single job. The catch? The jobs are incredibly dangerous, with dozens of debtors thrown at the problem before any succeed. Debtors with the IRP also have an Icarus implant installed in their neck that quickly kills them if they violate Kronos' wishes. Even still, plenty of desperate people accept these slim odds. Our story follows a group of these debtors, waking from cryosleep on board the ship Ixian C-13. They've been dispatched to the WASP-12 solar system to retrieve something of great importance to the company. Hello everyone, and welcome to Season 7 of Roll for Distraction, Proxy Error. My name is Alex Vigna, and I will be the GM for this season, which will be a campaign of Mothership, a science fiction horror system. Fair warning that this season will contain descriptions of typical sci-fi horror stuff, some blood and guts and such, but no images, just descriptions.
No chest bursters.
Let me just get through some housekeeping stuff before we get started. I promise our normal episode intros aren't this long, it's just the way of things when we start a new season. If you've been with us before, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. If you're new here, thanks for clicking. This is a show where each season of just a few episodes we play a TTRPG that none of us have played before. So fair warning, this is our first game of Mothership. Please bear with us as we learn the game and get ready for a bunch of distractions, as our name implies. As we do with all of our games, there might be some house rules and reinterpretation going on, so our experience might be a little different than yours. Something different we're doing this season is that once we are done playing this campaign, you'll be able to buy it as a module. Wow. Clap.
What?
Shout out to...
Please clap.
Please clap. Shout out to Daniel from Tuesday Night Games for helping me get that set up. If you're watching from the distant future, check the description for a pinned comment for a link. If you came here after buying it, hey, thanks for the money. Hope your campaign goes well. If you're watching it while the show is still new, stick around. We'll have info about where to get it sometime or around or shortly after the season finale. Make sure you're subscribed and following so you can catch future episodes of this show, our live streams here on YouTube, and updates on the game system we're working on, Big Adventure Game, which is currently in a free public beta. Link for that in the description. If you're feeling generous, consider becoming a YouTube member. It's the best way to support us, and you also get access to new episodes of this show 24 hours early, both in video and audio podcast form. Hit the join button below the video to learn more. If you're listening on a podcast app like Spotify or something, no worries. YouTube does have an audio-only podcast feature as well, but we appreciate you listening wherever you are and however you like. We have previously played Cyberpunk Red, Lancer, Monster of the Week, Salvage Union, and Honor and Intrigue, and you can find all of those episodes on the same YouTube channel or podcast account that you're already listening to. And if you're listening from the distant future, then be sure to check out whatever the next game we're playing is. Lastly, we have a community Discord server where you can get announcements about new videos, chat about the show, and look for other players for your own TTRPG campaigns. Link for that in the description as well. All right, I know that was a lot. Thanks for your patience. Let's actually get into the show now. So you'll notice, if you've been here before, that unlike past seasons, that the right side of the screen currently just has my players' real names and not their character info. That's because in Proxy Error, we're going to use a little bit of random generation to make your characters. Mothership can be a pretty deadly game. At least one player character is likely to die at some point. So using some random generation is going to speed up making new characters if and when that happens. So we figure why not use some for the starting characters as well, just to show off the process. So first, you guys just go ahead and say hi to the people so everybody knows your voice, and then we'll get into it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Other Alex.
Hi, my name is Brian.
Oh, yeah, good. The audience really knows your normal voice.
This is my real voice. My name is Brian. Hello.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Colin.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Gerard.
Hi!
Oh no, you're already in the fear.
Was that his intro?
Is that
Yeah,
it? Is that?
that's it.
Okay.
All right. I'm John. Hi.
So let's get into character creation. So we'll be bouncing back and forth between the Mothership smartphone app and the Proxy error module book to do this. And I'll have visuals on screen for the YouTube folks. So you guys go ahead and open the app and go to make a new character. First thing you do is at step 1, you just roll stats and save. The apps will do it for you. So just hit the roll button.
Roll.
Hey.
For your basic stats, and then hit confirm, and then do it again
Yeah.
for saves, roll, and confirm.
Select your class.
And then to select your class, if you look at the book, the module,
We cannot play as androids, correct?
there are no androids in this module because it is about AI
No.
being horrible, so no robots for you guys.
What if I want to be evil?
You'll have to just settle for being an evil dude made of skin and meat. So there's a D10 table there, very simple. 1 to 3 for Marine, 4 to 7 for Scientist, 7, 9 for Teamster. 10 is roll again. Go ahead and roll.
3. I am a Marine.
I'm also Marine. I also rolled 3.
We're just gonna have a squad of Marines.
We're gonna be the worst Marine squad and just all die.
I'm a Teamster, whatever that is.
Teamster's
George,
like
janitor.
engineers and other sorts of workers.
I'm a 5. I'm a scientist.
All right, three Marines and one of the other 2. That's not bad. Pick that in the app and then hit confirm. After you confirm your class, roll health and then hit confirm. And then next step is stress. Just hit confirm. You start with 2. The next thing is it's going to tell you what your class's trauma response is. This is just a thing that is inherent to every class. Just read that. Try to remember it.
Oh, I kind of just skipped over that. I'm on
You can pull it up again later. And then, select your skills. So go to select bonus skills. Just pick a couple, whatever sounds right to you.
0
Can I just keep the ones it gave me?
No, you get more. You get a couple automatically, and then you get more.
I want to do hand-to-hand combat.
All right.
I'm gonna fight the aliens with my bare hands.
That's allowed. It's a bad idea, but it's allowed. Then you roll a trinket and a patch. They are just kind of little extra things. The patch is literally a patch on your uniform. And then also select the random loadout of starting equipment, and then hit confirm. And then the app makes you pick a portrait. Go ahead and do whatever you want with that. And then put in a name and pronouns, whatever makes you comfortable.
My pronouns are oorah.
Or ooh and rah.
I have been waiting months to say that joke.
And then once you've got that done, come back to the PDF of Proxy Error again, just to finish up. You are all essentially criminals in this module. You have been saddled with debt by a big evil corporation. So we need to know what you did, why you did it, all that sort of stuff. So first, roll for your crime's motivation. And you guys just put this on the spreadsheet. Basically, did you do whatever you did with pure intentions? Did you do it just sort of selfishly or neutrally? Or are you actually a dick? You don't have to announce all this out loud. You can keep it to yourself and kind of have it come through in role play. Same thing after that. You guys are walking into a real shitty situation. A lot of people would just themselves. So you need to roll for a reason that you go on. Why do you keep fighting? Why do you keep putting up with this?
Did you
Same thing,
just
it's a D10.
self-censor sewer slide by not saying it?
A little bit.
Unalive.
Sewer slide. I've never heard that. I just got that.
And then the last thing is, what did you actually do? Big D100 table of crimes.
Should I be writing these in
Yeah,
Google Doc?
you guys don't need to like say them all out loud. You can kind of ask each other what you're in for, later on. But I'll ask you just for the basics. And then the amount of debt that you guys have it's on the first page of the PDF. It's 1d10 plus 5 million credits.
96. 2 crimes. Roll twice.
Brian.
Double.
All right.
What?
Re-roll twice,
Brian-
double your debt.
Brian
You did 2
just-
things.
Great.
Where do we get debt? Where's our debt?
1d10 plus 5 million.
plus 5 million. Wait, you mean times 1 million or 5 million?
Yes. 1d10 plus 5 million.
Times 1 million.
6 through 15 million.
Yes. So 1d10 plus 5 times a million.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's not what
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay,
Moving
okay,
on.
okay.
Gerard, you got it.
So I rolled a 1 plus 5 would be 6 times 5 million
6
is 30
million.
million. Okay,
No.
6 million.
My God.
6 million, got it.
So 17 times 5 million? Or plus 5 million? Wait, so 85
Oh
million?
my God. Oh my God. Brian, what did you roll? D10.
Brian, roll 2d10.
I rolled a 1
Not
and a
even.
6.
No, just
Okay.
roll 1d10, double it, add 10.
Okay.
Oh, double it. All right, I rolled a 1.
So
So a 2.
12 million.
So
12 million.
That's not too bad.
No, that could have been a lot worse. All right. Are we good? Is everyone done? That's the last
God,
one.
Yes.
no, but here we are.
All right. And if you'd like, while you're there, skim the contract.
I
I did.
Is that?
It's Ralph.
Oh, it is 1d10 plus 5 million. Okay.
That's
Why
pretty
didn't you
clear,
say
right?
that before?
I've got to fucking kill you, Gerard. Basically, long story short, you agree to become the Suicide Squad. You have a thing in your neck that'll kill you if you don't do the thing the company wants. If you do the job, get it done, you get to go free and have your debt waived.
What if I want to die?
Well, you don't. I made you roll to not want to die.
If I rolled a 1 on the d10 plus 5 million, that's just 5 million and 1.
Jesus Christ. It's 1 plus 5, which is 6,
So 6.
times a million.
Ah. Math is dumb.
This
Gerard, you know how sometimes when people write,
So you're thinking like 5 million and $1?
Yes, that's what it's written as.
What? Where?
not. Not how it
the fuck
works,
is that
but-
That's how my brain processed
Well,
it.
listen, you guys are the idiots who signed the contract. Here we are. With all that in mind, let us now meet the characters. All right. Alex, real quick, tell me your character's name, her class, and that's really it. Any other
Yep.
descriptors or anything? We'll get into what you did and why you did it and all that stuff if you want to talk about it in character.
I'm still trying to figure that part out. But so my character's name is Love Armor, and she is a scientist. She is in debt for copyright infringement for 12 million credits.
I did just say you don't have to say that, but carry on.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Old Disney secrets.
Brian, tell us about your person.
My name is Mark Anthony Campanile, but people call me Mac. I'm a Marine and I'm 27.
All right. Colin.
My character is Antonio Wilhelm. He's a Teamster and he's 28.
And Gerard, you really gonna go with that?
Yeah. Hello, my character's name is Parker Sminky-Doo. He is also a Marine, and he's 42 years old.
John.
My character's name is Sergeant Irons. He's a Marine. He's 46 years old.
All right.
His legal name is Sergeant. That's not his that's not his rank.
His first name is
Pronouns.
Agent.
His first name is Sergeant, yes.
Sprinkles.
His pronouns are yeehaw.
No, his pronouns are oorah. I went over that. I said that.
Anywho, let's actually get into it. What is happening is the five of you are going to wake up out of cryopods on board a spaceship, and the room that you're coming out into is this big, long, sort of horizontal cylinder, like sort of a tunnel, just a long shaft of a spaceship. And there's dozens, if not a couple hundred more cryopods as far as the eye can see. But for now, just the five of you guys wake up, and you step out, shake off the cold, and at each of your feet there is a metal box, an automatic footlocker of sorts that opens up, and that has your guys' inventory in it. The random items that you rolled, those are all in there. And
Cool.
it's just the five of you in here, and there's some lights on the floor that are blinking that are leading you to a door at one end of the room. You can all say hi or something, but carry on.
Hi.
The second I
Hi.
get out of
Oh.
cryo, I vomit up a bunch of bile into a trash can. I fucking
Yes.
cryo sleep.
Bleh.
Oh god, dude, that's disgusting.
It makes me sick.
Can't you take something for it?
Get yourself together, soldier! We got a job to do.
Isn't
5 minutes.
I
isn't
look
he
at, I
the,
look at
fuck
your
down.
rank patch and I say, Who the fuck are you giving orders to?
Yeah. Calm the fuck down, dude. 5 minutes.
Let's do that again. Round 2, go.
Brian instantly dies.
How else
Runs out the door. Let's do this, Leroy!
Time's up, Trump.
Fresh
Let's
eyes
do
on the
this.
ship, you all die.
Okay, why are none of your characters named Leroy Jenkins? This would have been the fucking
It's
time.
okay. We'll be at least 5 more.
Just
I was
wait.
gonna
You'll-
say,
you'll
we're all
get a
gonna
chance.
die at once.
That's not true.
Are you gonna actually introduce yourselves to each other?
No. I don't like these people.
Oh.
I don't like these people.
I think we
I
got
already
off
ran
on
out
the
of
wrong
the, out
foot.
of the crop. I ran out of the room.
Let's go see if there's something to eat, and we'll all talk and introduce each other.
We'll
Might as
we'll
well.
talk down to each
All right.
other.
Ow.
Wait, do we know why we woke up early or now?
You understand that this is how this works. Yes, they wake up a few people at a time to go do whatever job they want to do. That is that they want you
It's
to
just
do.
our turn.
You don't know the details of it until you get there. You'll find that out when you get out of the cryo room, presumably.
Can I go?
Yeah.
We
Is
gotta
there
go
a
to the mess hall.
computer in the cryo room?
There is not, but there is a door.
Put on my clothes, take my duffel
Yes,
bag
you
out,
dress up,
walk
take
down.
your stuff, and you guys head.
I would like to spray paint a radiation symbol on my empty cryopod.
Do you have a spray paint can?
I do. That's my trinket.
Trinkets.
I guess there's no system that would stop you from doing that. So go ahead.
Woo!
And then you
Alex
leave.
trying to see if you're
Hold
gonna
on,
get
wait.
exploded.
What?
Did he just deface corporate property?
Oh shit.
I mean, not
He
significantly.
did.
His head should
Vandalism!
explode. Or his
No,
debt
no.
goes up by like 15 grand.
For
That'll
every
be $1
square-
million.
For every square inch he defaces, it goes up by $10.
So you guys leave. You guys can look at the map if you want. You leave room X1 and go into room X2 via the glass doors
Why did you start with X?
because the ship is called the Ixion.
X-wing at deliciousness.
I didn't want it to be Sector I because I-1 looks difficult. You go to the next room, which is a smaller room, not this gargantuan, endless tunnel of cryopods. Just sort of a medium-sized common area for the spaceship. Beds, showers, all that sort of thing. A little common area with a table for eating. And there's a computer console here that is blinking like it wants you to go up and interact with it.
I will go up to the computer since I am the techie person.
You walk up and give the screen, or give a keyboard. It's sort of, 80s sci-fi, no touch screens. You give a little tap at the keyboard, and I will now send you guys the text that comes up on that. So, the text comes up on the screen. You have arrived at the Soteria Orbital Mining Station over gas giant WASP-12B. You will dock there and sleep in bunks aboard the Ixion ship. You may freely interact with the company staff aboard Soteria, as long as you further the mission. Report to IRP Officer Green for specific instructions regarding Soteria. Your objective is located on a nearby asteroid also orbiting the planet, known as the Splinter.
I read that wrong.
Sounds painful.
Sorry.
What did you read the Splinter as?
Sphincter.
Oh. No, the asteroid is
asked.
long and skinny, not donut-shaped. The Lethe Research Base, or LRB, built upon the Splinter, has ceased contact with Soteria and needs investigation. In the event of death, additional debtors will be released from cryo to succeed your fallen comrades. Your objectives are as follows. Make contact with LRB staff. If they are alive and well, determine why communication has ceased and return the base to normal operation. If they are in need of aid, render that aid. If there has been a mutiny, return a loyal employee to power. Else, restore the base to operational status to the best of your ability. Alternate objectives will become available after the report upon the first voyage into the LRB is returned to the Ixion computer, if it is determined that the primary objectives are uncompletable.
If they need help,
Actually,
help
hey,
them.
I have a question about this whole debtor system.
Mm.
So, say our 5 characters right now. We all succeed. Does everyone who's currently a part of this mission get out? And
No, just you guys. Just whoever's awake at the time.
well, that's fucked up.
It is.
That's kind of the point.
The company is evil. The company, by the way, is called Kronos
Great
Industries.
asset. Great asset to the company.
So you guys read that. You absorb the information that you need to go check on this research base. And a couple moments later, you hear the ship, make a ka-chunk, a loud metallic click, and you assume that was you docking with the autopilot to this space station that is safe. And sure enough, the port side airlock of the little light turns green, indicating that you are free to walk through that way.
All right, well, am I free to take a shower and eat first?
No.
Yes, if you'd like to take a moment to freshen up, but if you wait too long, somebody will come get you. But yeah.
Somebody
raw
will blow your
dog
head
it.
off.
All right. So, clean myself up. What's the food situation in here?
You go over to the kitchen, and it's, pretty standard
Slop.
sci-fi space fare. It's slop, but it's nutritional, and it'll keep you healthy.
Slurry.
Nutrient goo.
You actually eat it from a hose.
Soylent Green. It's the employees that didn't succeed.
Yeah, great.
Oh, God.
They're called Kronos employee ration packs, not because they're ration packs for employees.
For Kronos employees.
But they're ration packs made of Kronos employees.
So with that in mind, or with that sorted out rather, do you guys do anything else in the Ixian common room, or are we good to walk through the airlock chamber?
Shall we go through introductions, or are we just gonna walk in there?
I'm fine either way.
Oh, I was gonna say, is this where we're gonna do introductions?
If you'd like.
Hi, everybody, I'm Mac.
No one cares. Let's go.
Nice
Great,
to meet
go.
you, Mac. I'm Sergeant Irons.
Name's Love.
Hello, love.
Scientist.
Antonio.
And you?
Oh, you mean me? Name's Parker.
So with introductions out of the way, you guys pick up your bags and head through the airlock, which is sort of a soft tube where briefly there's no gravity because it's like a docking umbilical. But then you float through that. It's just for a couple of feet, and then open the other side of the airlock, and you come out into room S1, which is the main area of this Soteria base, which is just a gas mining station over a gas giant. And it's not bad. It's very corporate, very bright. The lights are on a little too much. It's got that kind of chemical bleach, too clean smell. There's a little bit of a constant hum from the machinery, but it feels safe. And as you come in, you are greeted by one middle-aged guy in sort of a civilian outfit, just sort of like a jumpsuit, and then 4 Marines, like fully equipped company Marines in like big armor, big guns, and they say, "Please, for now, surrender your weapons."
Wait, you guys get weapons?
Wait, you guys are getting
I'm wearing the same armor as them. I got advanced battle dress.
They're probably also wearing advanced battle dress. Yes.
I'll stow my machine gun.
Yeah, they have a bin there for you to just put your guns down in for now.
Hey, man, why do these guys get guns and I didn't get any?
Did you
This
not
is
roll
my
a
gun.
No, I
It's
did
just
not
whatever
roll
you
a
happen to own when you rolled up to the facility. So as you enter the main area, the man leading these Marines introduces himself, just a sort of a monotone, sort of bored voice. He says, "All right, good morning, debtors. My name is IRP Officer Green. It is my job to basically be your handler while we're here. So, let me walk you around a little bit and sort of explain the conditions here. This is the Soteria gas mining base. We are hovering a few miles over a gas giant and sucking up helium-3 for fuel. Base is all automated, where this is just a skeleton crew. And this base exists as a support facility for the main research station on the asteroid. The way you guys are going to get there is on a refueling shuttle that leaves back and forth every 24 hours. You guys can see this on the cheat sheet. So basically at midnight, quote unquote, whatever you want to call it, midnight, a shuttle leaves from Soteria, flies to the LRB, and it stays there for 12 hours.
Ugh.
you want to be on that shuttle. You want to try to come back on that shuttle. We don't know what's going on over there. We haven't been able to make contact. If you don't make that shuttle, another one will be by. So, but yeah, try to be on that shuttle. If this is a nice and easy thing, great. Hopefully you just make one trip. If you're going to be back and forth a bunch, we have a company store here. We have a doctor. I'll introduce you if you need any of that. But otherwise, yeah, you hop on the shuttle, you go back and forth, you try to be back on time. Computer, I think, explained everything you need to know already. You know, when they can make contact, see what the problem is. And, yeah. Any questions for me?
Where am I getting more ammo?
If you need more, the company store can provide you with that. But I hopefully you don't need any.
How many other people have you sent down to investigate this base so far?
You guys are the first batch going to look. It hasn't been that long. It's been a couple days.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
I'm with you there.
Well,
I don't know too much about the base. I can answer some basic questions. I haven't been to most of it though. It's secret stuff.
He can answer some basic questions.
Oh.
You suddenly hear a beeping in your neck, and then nothing. Your head explodes.
we suddenly hear a beeping in his neck,
beep.
and then an explosion.
A spray of blood.
All right, guess we gotta unfreeze another one.
That didn't take long.
Yeah, I don't know how much money you guys have starting out. Not much probably, but I guess if you want to spend any, you can. Otherwise,
I have 150 CR.
Yeah, the app does have prices for items. We'll just use the standard prices.
I also apparently have 7 MREs.
That's a lot of food, but all right.
I can buy a flare gun.
If you want.
This is a wooden gun.
I'll narrate that actually. So you guys are ushered into another room of Soteria, just down a simple hallway. This room is the store. Basically half the room is walled off to you, and there's a counter, and there's a person there. And they walk up, and they've got this sort of cheery, customer service-y, fake, false positive voice, and they're like, "Hello, everyone. Can I help you with something today?"
No, shut up.
Oh, I'm definitely buying some paracord.
Oh, wait, is this... are we role-playing buying stuff?
Yeah,
at least role-play buying the ammo?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
At least once.
Yeah, I need some ammo. I got a machine gun.
Okay, no problem.
Good.
How much will you be needing?
I am going to buy... this is the point where we buy ammo. We can't buy ammo when we're out in the field, right?
Right, because there's no stores on the derelict research
it's possible
station.
we could find ammo, but...
Yes, there is loot.
Okay.
But there's no store
I'm trying
out
to
there.
decide if I should buy more than one. You know
credits
what? I will.
Your credits do you no good out there.
I'm gonna hold out off for now.
All right.
I'm gonna buy 3 sets of ammo.
All right,
I'll
no
take
problem.
2.
I bought one
And
set of ammo.
you tap some buttons, credits are transferred, they come back out with a couple, magazines for you. Will that be all today?
I need 2 for a pistol, please.
No problem. And they get them out from under the counter, slap them down.
Thank you.
All right, best of luck out there.
Okay. I bought 2 50-meter lengths of paracord, a flashlight, and 1 magazine.
Okay, great.
Anybody want to buy a first aid kit?
No.
I guess that could be a good idea.
Who needs it?
Yeah, I'll buy a first aid kit.
Overrated.
All right,
You
great.
know what? I'm gonna
Anyway.
buy
Jesus Christ.
3.
All right, so with the shopping out of the way, a little bit of time passes, and eventually it is the time where the fuel shuttle gets ready to leave. So, you are loaded up into the other airlock on the other end of the main lobby of Soteria, and it opens up, and it's a tiny, tight space. You're just going to be standing, basically.
Quick question.
Well, never mind, actually, it's a longer flight than that. You'll be sitting, yes.
Should I have 2 stress?
Yes, it's 2 stresses the minimum for being in space.
Okay.
Fair.
You guys get onto this tiny little ship and sit down in these uncomfortable metal chairs. And Officer Green, your handler, is there at the other side of the airlock, and he says, "All right, well, good luck. We won't have any way of contacting you out there, unfortunately. There's some sort of interference around the asteroid, so
Oh, great.
just, you really want to be back on that shuttle when it comes around again, unless it's an easy fix and you get comms back up, but we'll see. Good luck." And the airlock shuts, and you unclip from Soteria, and you will be flying for 6 hours.
Oh, I should have bought a cigarette.
Not in this tiny ass spaceship. You shouldn't have.
It's fine.
You're basically in the interior of like an SUV. Like,
Don't you know those things will,
They'll kill you.
they'll kill you. Much slower than anything else in Mothership, to be fair.
It's gonna be like a cigarette from Metal Gear Solid, where it just advances time or whatever.
Any banter while flying to the station, or should I fast forward?
I mean, we could do a little bit of like getting to know each other's characters, perhaps.
Yeah,
This
well,
would
what
be
are you
a
in
good time
for?
for that. We have a 6-hour fucking car ride.
Well, what are you guys in for?
Copyright infringement. I was selling stuff with a few mouse ears on them.
You're trying to sell too many Dibney films, I see.
Dibney.
Not the films. I made keychains. Sold that thing on, I don't know, what is it used to be called? Etsy?
Space Etsy, I think.
Space
Space
called
Etsy,
now.
yeah.
Spepsi?
Spepsi.
Pepsi.
No, that's the Space Pepsi. Spepsi.
No, Space
Pepsi.
Pepsi is just Space Pepsi. Everything in space just has space before it.
Except
It's like if we survive this, we should go to Space Denny's for some reason.
What about you? What are you in it for there, Antonio?
My parents, accrued a debt. Then they died. So now, me and my siblings have that debt.
Unfortunately.
Hopefully one of us will pay it off.
I'm in for pure intentions and vengeance myself.
No. That's-
Wrong line!
You're in for vagrancy and throwing someone out an airlock or whatever.
I'm in for vagrancy and throwing someone out an airlock or whatever.
Dang, why'd you throw him out the airlock? Did they piss you off or something?
You know, he,
Repeat me exactly.
He
Oh God.
what? He messed with me when I told him not to. And, I told him
He told me, got your nose. It's like, no, you don't.
I was like, no, it's still here. You lied. I don't like liars. So I threw him out the airlock.
But you know what I have? All your air. What? Just a beeping and a
You
whoosh.
take my nose.
No,
I take your air.
Mac was
No,
a
you take-
vagrant inside the airlock, and then the
All right.
person caught him, so he spaced him.
Parker, what are you in for?
What am I in for again?
Fucking corporate espionage.
Oh yeah, I was caught spying on behalf of another. I tried stealing the Coca-Cola formula for Spepsi.
Coca-Cola formula for Pepsi. As you guys are flying along, when you're about an hour from the base, there's just sort of a sound. You know, obviously, there's not really sounds in space, but when something hits your spacecraft, there's sound. There's just the sound of like as if you're flying through like a field of sand or something. Just some tiny little asteroids, just like a shh on the exterior
A
of the
lot
ship.
of blinking.
Little blinking, tiny particles, not moving very fast apparently. Otherwise, you'd have a problem.
Otherwise, we'd all be dead.
And that persists for like 10 seconds. It's very brief. It's just like, oh, that was weird. He just like flew through a field of something.
That was a debris field.
I look out the window.
No, you don't.
They're structural
windows?
weaknesses. The Geth don't use them.
This is just an automated fuel shuttle.
I look through
We're
the
sitting
metal
on
with
folding
my
chairs.
X-ray
You think
vision.
This thing has windows.
And then about an hour after that, you arrive at the LRB, the Lethe Research Base. And I move you guys to the other map on Roll20.
A1. Steak sauce. It smells like meat out here.
So yeah, your ship slows down. You feel it spin around backwards, and then there's a loud click, and you hear the fuel pumps come on. It's a shuttle that sends fuel to the base, so you hear it start to unload its load. A minute later, the light turns green, and a little timer on top of it starts going. And it's a 12-hour timer counting backwards.
Well,
so you guys need to be careful about how you spend time doing things. I will...
let's off and go. We never decided who's taking Sigma on this.
Sigma.
Who's taking what?
The lead. Who's taking the lead on this?
Alright, rock, paper, scissors, who takes the lead?
Probably someone with a gun.
I have a gun.
I got it.
So I'm out.
I have a small one.
I also have a gun.
Points gun at other person with gun.
Antonio, are you the only person here without a gun?
I mean, I got this flare gun.
Okay.
Dunk!
I mean, it
It'll
does
work.
do damage.
It's a flare. Look, if you shoot someone with a flare gun, it's bad.
It's not a fun time.
No, it's you're shooting them with a magnesium wad. Like,
A very spicy spitball.
Anywho, let me open the door now and tell you what happens. So, when the timer comes on, the door opens, and again, it's one of these docking umbilicals where it's this flexible tube with no gravity, but it's just a few feet long. You make your way to the other end of the airlock, open it up, set your feet down inside, and gravity is restored. And you find yourself in what is essentially a lobby of a super fancy office building. It's this sort of sleek white walls, floors, and ceiling. Everything is white and smooth and sort of, postmodern and futuristic looking. It's got tables and benches and stuff for, new arrivals waiting for their meetings and whatever. Nothing too weird, except that most of the lights are off, and the few that are on are flickering a bit, so you could see, but it's not comfortable. The air is perfectly breathable, but it's a little musty. It's a little stale.
any like sour smell?
A little bit, and no sounds of like combat or screaming or anything though. It's quiet. There's just a bit of mechanical creaking of the station. So let me tell you how the map works. You guys are in a room that is shaped like a diamond. That means that this area is on the smaller side. So that means that walking through and exploring this area takes 10 minutes if you're not sprinting, which you shouldn't. So, entering this area, it goes from 6 a.m. on the clock to 6:10 a.m. And as you guys kind of make your way through, you eventually realize that at one of the reception desks in this otherwise completely abandoned room, there is a person at the reception, just standing there, menacingly.
Actually menacingly, or
No, she's just standing there. She's got her head down, kind of looking at a desktop computer at a counter, and not really paying you any mind. You're a good 50 feet away from her still as you notice her. What do you do?
I
Hello.
level my gun. Ma'am, are you all right?
She hears you say that, and she looks up from her desk. A little, I don't know, sleepy, dreamy kind of looking, a little wavy back and forth, but she says to you, "Yes, I'm fine. Can I help you? Do you have a meeting?"
I would like to reiterate that I am not within arm's reach.
Yes. Yeah, I said you were 50 feet away. If you don't tell me
Oh,
you're
okay.
walking closer, you're still 50 feet away.
Do you notice anything wrong with this room?
Everything is just fine.
She's delusional. Put her down.
suspicious.
Is there any mechanics gear set up as if
What?
someone is there any stuff that may have belonged to one of the maintenance crew around here at some point?
Not immediately sitting around, no.
Okay.
I will say that in your initial search, you did also find 2 doors, but they're locked. They're heavy-duty doors that are locked.
Were we told who is in charge of this place?
Not specifically, no. Just to try to figure it out and make contact and see why they're not responding. It's clear that there's not as many people here as there should be. Certainly, that this is the only person you've seen.
Yeah. Excuse me, ma'am. We do have a meeting. We're supposed to be meeting with the head of the station.
Could I get you to come sign in, please?
Sure.
Don't sign anything. Just write a star or something.
You walk up closer, Colin?
Sure.
Or Wilhelm?
Oh, why do I feel like she's gonna eat you?
My gun ready.
And she grabs you by the neck.
No, she doesn't react violently at all, but Colin, you get a look at her, and you realize that otherwise, a fairly decent-looking person, you realize that her right eye has 2 pupils.
Oh, it's the substance.
It's not the substance.
Would 2 pupils mean something to me?
Not particularly, but
She's
it's certainly
not
not typical.
Not normal.
She's a bogus imposter.
It's different. Kill it.
And she's just sort of gesturing at like a hand scan pad on the counter that you sign in with.
I will sign in.
Okay, I assume you have a glove on. You take your glove off, put your handprint on there. It beeps red, like you're not registered, because you're not. Not like a whole alarm, just like a
No.
And she's like, okay, thank you. She doesn't seem to notice that it said no. She's like, okay, thank you. Please have a seat. Someone will be with you in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Is she creepily smiling the entire time?
Oh yeah.
Is this
It's the substance, it's smile, it's...
Is this like Judy from Avatar?
There is no war in the LRB.
There are no issues in the LRB.
Someone will be with us in a few minutes. I guess, Papa Squat.
Do we have like an employee roster of people
Discount?
who should be working here?
No.
No.
We got shit.
Do you guys just stand around or sit, I suppose, and wait?
I'm
and if so, how
staying
long do
alert.
you wait? Sure.
10 minutes?
Well, wait. I was gonna say like 20 or 30 before we go up and ask her again.
Okay, 10 minutes goes by. It's now 6:20.
Nobody?
Nothing has happened.
Man, it's been 10 minutes. Where the dang heck is our people?
They'll be right with you soon, I promise. She just goes back to her sort of blank stare.
Another 10 minutes. Ask again.
I'm starting to think this lady's not very trustworthy. You said is there a
both
door
doors are
behind her? Both doors. in
There's
this
not a
room
door
are locked.
directly behind her, but one of the doors is pretty near to this counter, a few feet off to the left.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there a way to tell synths from humans?
Like androids, like robots? You wouldn't know, because they basically don't exist. There have been humanoid androids that have been built, but they're usually really obvious.
Okay.
Like Bishop.
No,
that was explicitly a
more,
case where it wasn't obvious.
way more obvious than Bishop or
I said it, and then
Ash
Alex was
or-
like, "It's not obvious." And I was like, "Oh, never
so
mind."
in this world, I wouldn't assume that the receptionist.
You have no
may
reason to
just
assume
be-
that this is a Terminator. No,
Does the door?
she's definitely not right. Something's wrong. But
Does the door near here have like an obvious keypad or lock mechanism?
Gerard,
or
your
something?
guy walks up to the door. Parker walks up to the door, and there is a little screen there, but it just says "C desk for access."
I shoot it.
Okay,
Actually?
I wouldn't waste your shots.
He does
You
not.
only have a couple of those.
I bought an extra mag. It's fine.
You have 10 shots.
I have.
Well, if you wanna out of combat say that, because essentially the machine gun doesn't literally only hold 5 bullets, right? A pull of the trigger is meant to reflect several bullets in combat, a fifth of a magazine. If you want to set it to single fire 1 bullet, I'll say you can do that without expending ammo. Not all the time, but within reason. You fire 1 bullet into the screen, and I roll something.
Achoo. I'm sick and tired of waiting.
Okay, nothing happens. The screen breaks,
And the door opens.
Nope.
Did she
Damn
react
it.
at all?
She did not react.
Can
She
I
didn't
go?
even flinch.
Really?
Okay, can I go over to the now destroyed computer panel and see if I can hotwire it open?
No, there's a bullet in it.
Yeah, that'll be a check.
I have computers
You have a computer skill, so yeah, that'll be
and
intelligence.
industrial equipment and mechanical repair.
Yeah, either one, not both. But basically, you're going to add that number to your intelligence, roll a d100, and if you roll that number or lower, you succeed.
So you said I can either do mechanical repair or computers?
Yeah, whichever one, really.
I rolled a 48, and I gotta math this out. 62 is my skill.
You have a bar of 62. Okay. So yeah, you succeed, and as you're getting close to it, you notice that suddenly she's standing right next to you.
Did anyone else see that? Because I said that I was...
Did she move, or did she just, like, teleport?
John, have you been keeping a gun on her the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I've been...
Then, yeah, you see her as he starts to do this hot wiring, or hacking, as the case may be. You see her run over to him.
Ma'am, please stop moving.
She
Stay back.
ignores your call.
Ma'am,
Stay
Ma'am.
back, lady.
I'm gonna have to put you down.
I'm saying it's safe to say she's not human, and we open fire on her.
Okay,
Does
so
she say anything?
no,
Yeah,
she
what
does
does
not
she-
say anything.
what does she
Response.
do?
She continues running. John, do you fire, or do you let her get up to him? She's not like claws out, like she's just power walking at him.
She's power walking. Get her.
No, but I'll close distance a little bit so I'm closer when I do fire.
Anyway, then in that case, she walks right up to Wilhelm, and she gets real close, and she's just like, "Please wait for your meeting, sir.
Oh,
Please do not interfere with company property."
I like how she
So
did that when he was hacking, not when I
I'm
shot
sorry.
her.
I'm actually a repairman with the company. As you can see, your computer pad here is kind of broken. Were you aware of this and you didn't report it to the company?
You're looking at her and explaining this to her, and she's the mask of positivity is kind of slipping. She's like twitching a little bit in her eye and like developing a weird face.
in both pupils or just one?
Okay, if she goes for a lunge, I'm gonna take a shot.
Then yes, I will say that's what we're doing. So we're gonna enter combat now. We're gonna talk about how combat works in Mothership. Yeah, she's about to do something to Colin's character. She's extended her hands. Her mouth is opened a little too wide for comfort.
It's a mimic.
So, basically what's gonna happen is if no one interrupts this creature, woman, quote unquote, she's gonna grab Colin and do something bad to him.
Gonna face him.
That is the stakes as they are. What you guys are gonna do is all five of you are gonna tell me what would you like to do, and then I will, you'll all roll, and I'll resolve the results of those roll, in the order it's the most interesting, basically.
I will shoot her.
You'll shoot her with the gun.
I will also shoot her with the gun.
Gerard will shoot her with the gun.
I'll also shoot with a gun.
That's 3 gunshots. What about the other 2 of you, Colin?
What's our range currently?
Colin and Gerard were by the door. The other 3 of you were not. So you guys are in close range. They're in melee range.
Then I'm gonna use my trained pistol.
I'll punch
Okay.
her in the face.
You'll go for fists, and then yeah. So first, the 3 of you who are firing the gun, roll combat. Basically, roll a d100. Try to roll under your combat. You can
Okay.
add military training to that.
What if I have the firearm skill?
Yeah, firearms. Add firearms instead of military training because it's more, right?
Yes, firearms is 15.
If we're using the app, I can just hit attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You hit attack, and then you hit whichever skill. So if you're adding military training,
Oh.
hit add military training, and then hit roll. Oh, and then also combat, and then roll.
Success.
Okay.
72 failure. Combat check 46.
Okay.
44 success.
That's a critical success.
Is it?
Yeah, doubles is crit.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Damn it. So initially I rolled a crit success, but I thought I fucked up, and I didn't. So now it's a 23. But it's a success.
That's a regular success. Okay.
I'm sorry, 43, not 44. Bleh. Not a crit.
Okay. Thank you.
I was
Regardless,
like, I
John,
looked at it, I was like, my combat.
your character was most ready, so give me your damage first. We'll say that you acted first here.
So that is 4d10.
That is a lot of damage.
26.
Okay, big damage. Surprisingly, doesn't immediately drop her, but takes a big chunk out of her shoulder with a bunch of your bullets there.
Ew.
Makes a pretty loud noise. And then, Gerard, I'll say you roll your damage next, as you were physically closer. Go ahead.
So do I just hit the damage button?
If you want to do that, yes.
Damage. SMG. Oh, good. Do I add anything to the dice roll or no?
No.
I did 3 damage.
You rolled
Well, it
4
was enough.
dice. Don't you have a machine gun?
It's an SMG. It says it's 2d10.
Oh, you have an SMG.
Small bullets.
Small bullets.
That's very good. The others of you, your attacks are ultimately irrelevant. If any of you failed, nonetheless, you do gain 1 stress for failing a roll.
Yeah, I got a failure.
That's okay, that happens. Yeah, Colin, she runs at you. She looks like she's about to maybe vomit on you or something. You put your hands up
Dodge.
like you're gonna defend, but then a couple of bullets strike her. And she falls to the ground. Yeah. And you realize pretty quickly that she's not bleeding blood. Her interior is just this consistent sort of gray, spongy material.
She is a robot.
That's not human.
No, there's no electricity.
She is the creature most foul.
Guys, she's not human.
This is the part where everyone, because it's your first time experiencing something freaky and weird, I need you all to make sanity saves.
Oh, that's probably bad. Eh.
If you want to do it in the app, you go to the dice, and then save, and then sanity, and then roll.
I'm assuming none of my skills would help with this.
Not likely, no.
Would our military training not help?
Oh no!
Not with this.
Prepare us for crazy
You're not
shit?
Roll.
you're not stressed out by the
Well, that's...
dead body or the combat. You're stressed out by the weird
Well,
setting.
I failed.
Fail.
We all failed.
Did we all
45
fail?
failure. 45 failure.
My
Yep.
sanity score is 20. I'm gonna have a hard fucking
That's not very
time.
good.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
I rolled a 29, and my sanity is 29, and it's still a failure?
I guess that's how that works. Good to know.
So wait, you're supposed to roll underneath whatever the save number is?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, low number good.
Low
My
number.
sanity's at 20. I'm gonna have a fucking awful time with these.
You are. Yeah, so you guys all fail. No one crit failed, so nothing really happens. You just all gain 1 stress.
What determines a crit fail?
A crit fail would be doubles.
Doubles.
Oh, it already gave me the stress.
Wait, what do you mean by
22,
doubles?
33, 44.
Okay, so
Okay.
what if I rolled a 47? Apparently.
That's fine. That's just a regular
Okay.
failure.
Okay.
Yeah, you gain 1 stress for failing. Basically, this freaky thing has happened. You're all like, "That's weird. I don't like that. That gives me the heebie-jeebies." That's building.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
It was like a mushroom.
And you realize that the computer that she was standing at is working. It's the only computer working in here. Maybe you can open the door with that.
Okay.
Push the button, computer boy.
You do, and yeah, it takes you just a couple seconds to figure it out, and you open the blast doors in this room. I will add real quickly, just a mechanic I want to talk about, is that the way that these maps work, well, first let me just reveal two new rooms to you guys. There's 2 rooms that attach to this. The way these maps work is you guys can spend time searching the rooms in addition to just walking through them. You can search them for loot. Basically what that is you spend 10 minutes in a small room or 30 minutes in a big room, and maybe you get something. Maybe you don't. Maybe there's no loot. Do you want to spend 10 minutes searching this room? It is currently 6:30. You're only a half hour into your mission.
The A1 room?
Yeah, A1.
Could we have not done the search for the first
You said
10
you just
minutes?
stood around, so... There's no roll or anything. You just say, I spend the time searching.
Yeah, let's spend the 10 minutes searching. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. You wait until 6:40.
Can we split
Searching.
the party and go into A2 and say we search that room as well at the same time?
Don't recommend doing that, generally.
Let's not split the party. Huh? We just saw some weird mushroom person. You know,
I will tell you what you find in your search of room A1. There's predetermined loot for the rooms. You find in a bathroom attached to the room 7 corpses piled in a bathroom stall, hence the stank.
Oh my god.
Yep. That smells like corpse.
You also find among them, if you look,
Some
Is it
cheese.
the same lady?
No, not the same lady, but 15 credits. If someone feels like adding $15 to their inventory,
Okay, 3
$3.
each.
or just 3 each credits, and a revolver, but no bullets for it.
Dibs.
Someone wants.
Okay, well,
You,
Mr. No
yeah,
Gun,
a
you
guy,
can
guy
have
with no
it.
gun. Yes, Colin, add a revolver. You'll need to find bullets or buy bullets next time you go back. And that is about where we will start wrapping things up for this first episode. We'll explore the base more next time. But basically, yeah, something replaced the receptionist. That was freaky. It is not human or android. It is some sort of goo thing. But it is susceptible to bullets, which is nice.
Ah, it's stank. You added
And
stank.
you've managed to unlock the doors to the other rooms, so you can keep exploring and maybe try to figure out a little bit of what happened here next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Cool.
Oh
Cool.
man, it's gonna take us forever.
Reminder again, if you're listening from the distant future, check the description or for a pinned comment to buy the module. We'll play the rest of it. In the meantime, stick around. Make sure you're subscribed, hit like, become a YouTube member if you're feeling generous. Let us know down in the comments, what is your favorite sci-fi horror movie, Alien, and etc. What's your favorite one of those? What's your biggest inspiration for Mothership related content? What's your favorite one of there?
We all know my
and
favorite.
Alien.
Hehe.
Remember to check out Big Adventure Game, the game we're working on. Check out our other stuff.
Jurassic
And
Park.
look out for more episodes of this show every 2 weeks on Friday mornings, Eastern Standard Time. And that's
Bye.
it. Bye-bye. See you in 2 weeks.
Bye, everybody.